Hello, hello, hello. You gonna make it through?
Yes.
You would never make it through doing 2 episodes in one night.
No. That was funny to
I know.
think of that
I'll
idea,
do 2. I'll do 2.
Hey, I have a very productive day. Ooh, my voice cracked. Went to work, grocery shopped with you, had to give you food so you'd live in this next week without me. I'm delirious.
That's okay.
Super excited.
What are we talking about?
We are doing our monthly scoop.
We are. It is that time.
That time of
It
the
is
month.
that time. You ready to start the show?
Yeah, let's start.
All right. Hello and welcome to the Strive Nation podcast, the podcast where we talk about the monotony of daily life, but that's okay because sometimes that's exactly what you need in this crazy world. My name is Cory Estreen. This is episode 15, and I'm joined with you as my constant co-host, Taylor Huff. How are you doing today?
Just dandy.
Wonderful, wonderful. We have the monthly scoop today.
Yes.
But first, before we get into that,
we gotta have our beverage.
yeah, our beverage of choice.
Yes, sir.
What are we? Yes, I said we. What are we drinking today?
All right, so we're drinking Abita Brewing's Strawberry Lager.
The strawberry lager?
The can is very appealing to me.
What, because it's got strawberries on it?
It's just very aesthetically white girl.
Well, let's be honest. The most popular flavor when it comes to pretty much anything is strawberry. Mm-hmm. It's like everyone gets rid of the lime.
Hey,
Some people don't like grape.
What? Lime is my second favorite flavor, sir.
I'm just saying most people don't like lime. They don't like lemon. It's like Starburst. Which ones do you get rid of? The yellow ones.
I love the yellow ones.
Well, you're a weirdo because everyone likes cherry, watermelon, and strawberry.
I'm not a cherry gal.
Yeah, well, let's try this. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Ooh.
Three cheers.
Cheers. What's it taste like? Yeah.
Not like beer.
Not like beer. Kind of weird.
It tastes like a strawberry milkshake from McDonald's.
No way.
Yes,
No way.
does.
It tastes like a beer, but I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not a huge fan. I'm going to be honest with you. Not a huge fan.
This tastes like a strawberry milkshake.
Okay. Well, at least
straight up.
So you like it? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe I'm just not. Maybe it's got higher sugar content than I'm used to, so it just tastes really sweet.
Well, here's the thing: if you drink it really fast, you won't even taste the strawberries.
It's very strawberry-y.
I know,
It's
not too
good.
bad. Not
Yeah.
too bad. It wouldn't be my first driver. I wouldn't go for it if I was seeing it compared to something else. But
I want to pour it over vanilla ice cream.
okay, you're just weird. You're just weird. You're just weird.
I won't. Make sure you get a beverage before you continue listening. Let us know what you're drinking.
But before we start the show, make sure that you go right now and follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Strive Nation Pod for all the coolest content on the internet. And for you visual people, head over to YouTube and smash the subscribe button and like every video to show that you care.
Check out those live premieres. Okay, I'll wait. We'll pause the show.
But first,
Upvotes and downvotes.
Upvotes and downvotes. What is your upvote?
My upvote is I had a wonderful, extremely patriotic 4th of July.
Did ya? Why was it patriotic?
Because I ate a lot of hot dogs, I watched some fireworks, and I wore red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it was lovely. I'm glad you had a good time.
And I supported the local officers by trying to get their attention to date my friend.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Those are local officers. People with snipers are local.
Yeah. Okay, so for people who might be confused by what we're talking about, Nashville has one of the largest 4th of July celebrations in the U.S., and because it's so big, on top of the buildings, they have snipers, so there's no like bad guys. They were super, super cute, and my friend is single, and I was trying to get her a boy. So I decided to text my dad and be like, hey, are these army guys? He said they were police. So we wrote on the instruction manual of a fan and held it up with her phone number on it.
Did you get chosen by him? No.
We were not successful.
But it was a good try.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good try. Well, I'm glad you had a good 4th while others didn't. We'll
Thanks.
talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll discuss Krabby Patties. What's your upvote?
My upvote is this weekend is Pokemon Go Fest.
I know, I'm missing it.
I've never missed a Go Fest, and I will never miss a Go Fest, even if it's going to be somewhat virtual and not in person in Chicago.
That's how last year was too, though, and it's still super fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun last year, but it's going to be the same thing. We're going to Bicentennial Park with some friends, hang out, eat some food, and spend a good 10 hours, 12 hours just catching the Pokemans.
Throwing the balls.
Throwing all of the Pokeballs. It'll be a good time. Good time. But I'm very excited.
Nice.
Yeah, so that is my upvote. What is your downvote?
Mine is that I bought a new pair of shoes and wore them literally once. And in that span of 4 hours, I managed to put a blister on every single one of my toes and then bruise the top of my feet from them.
I'm sorry. It didn't look very nice.
My feet already look terrible. They looked so bad.
Okay, I have a weird confession. Well, actually, you know about this. So do you ever see like a zit on someone and you just have to pop it?
Uh-huh.
I wanted to do that with your feet.
With my blisters?
Yeah, just take a needle and go pop.
Oh, I would have let you.
Yeah, that would have been gross though. But you get the weird urge, just like people in pimples. Or you ever go on YouTube and see those videos like
the pimple popper?
Yeah, the onless one of like people popping these obnoxiously large I don't even know abscesses and stuff. Yeah, it is pretty gross, but yeah.
That's what you want to do with my feet.
I did. I was thinking about it. I was like, wouldn't just someone take a needle to that puppy? Just
They're mostly gone now. Now it's just like the scabby, healy parts.
It looked very painful, and I felt bad, but then I remembered that you do this to yourself because fashion. So, yeah.
That's true. It's not like I was breaking in like work boots. They were heels.
That is true. That is true.
I'll get over it. What's your downvote?
My downvote is, you can probably tell, but I am feeling unwell, and I'm still here though. I am here for you. I would trek across.
Would you walk 10,000 miles?
I would walk 10,000 miles.
Oh.
I would swim in a hurricane. I would wrestle a tornado down.
Wow.
For you guys.
That's
to do
commitment.
This show. It is commitment, but that's just an expression of my love. But I am feeling worn down. So, no, it's not the vid.
Oh man, I was just about to say that.
I won't die. It's okay, but I'm tired. I'm tired, and I have the sniffles, and I was swallowing razor blades a few days ago.
Not literally.
Not figuratively. You know what I'm talking about if you've ever gotten sick with the flu or the cold.
Yeah.
But I kind of have a little cold. I think it's because I'm worn down, because I did have overnights. But yeah,
You've worked a lot, sir.
I have. I think I'm just tired.
I just like telling everyone else that you got COVID instead.
Yeah.
It's more fun for me.
But if it sounds like my congestion is a little much, I apologize. So, should we get into the main topic for today, which is our July monthly scoop?
Yes, we have so many stories that I'm very pumped about.
Yeah, we do. What's first on the docket?
So first is obviously 4th of July related, and the fact that a lot of people weren't celebrating the 4th of July at all. In fact, they were straight up protesting it and saying that there's nothing to celebrate.
No, because 4th of July is racist, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And our country is such a terrible place that we should not celebrate living here.
We shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July, the Declaration of Independence, the founding of our country, because people were slaves at that time. Mm-hmm. Hey, I just want to let you guys know that there are still slave-ridden countries in the world, and America was the first to get rid of slavery. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, to officially outlaw slavery. First ones.
Wow.
Crazy. I know, but we suck.
Our country's only been around for 200 years, but we managed to abolish slavery and give women all these amazing rights and take in immigrants.
Yeah.
But we're terrible.
That's the thing that I always think is funny is people like, this place sucks. Compared to what? Like, give me something place. And they go, well, compared to Europe. I'm like, bro, do you have any idea the problems that are in Europe? Like the sex trafficking and things?
Yeah.
You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
There's still a lot of people who are enslaved.
That's true.
Those countries have been around a lot longer than we have.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
We should be happy about our heritage.
I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've done some horrible things, but we've done good things too. It's not to discount one or the other. You know? Mm-hmm. You learn from the bad things so you don't do them again, and you praise the good things.
Exactly.
And you be proud that you've lifted more people out of poverty in proportion to the rest of the world by far.
Yes.
So yeah.
My thing is, if you don't like it, guess what? You can move to one of those other amazing, wonderful countries that you love, and you no longer have to be American.
Yeah, no, but they won't though. They go, this place sucks. This is horrible. And then we're like, but move. Well, no. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, which speaks for itself.
Yeah. But here at Strive Nation Podcast, we are very proud to be Americans.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. What is next? We have a Florida condo collapsing, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that was super sad. So a condo collapsed in Florida, and they are still trying to find people. And this is now almost 3 weeks in.
It's like 9/11, but on a much smaller scale, and not terrorism. Hopefully.
That was a terrible example.
Well, no, because when a building falls, you have all that rubble and missing people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay, I see that point.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing, just not terrorism.
Yeah, so there's been 94 people confirmed that have passed, and they're still trying to find families and missing people. And they still don't know what for sure happened. They said the most likely scenario is that the roof was built in 3 separate parts. Just sounds weird. And the middle part, section 2, had extensive roof water damage, and that caused the entire building to collapse. That's not 100% confirmed, but that's their number one theory they're working on right now.
I don't understand it, because if the roof is faulty, why would the entire building collapse then?
I think the roof was just that heavy. Like, it pulled the whole building down.
That doesn't seem...
It's not like the most sound construction.
Like physics-wise, that doesn't seem...
I don't know.
Like that would work that way. But, you know, whatever. Let the
Engineers.
experts and the engineers do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully more people will be found. The sad thing about that is that there are people missing. You pretty much know what happened to them. They just have to find them, because if they were fined over the first week, etc., they would have come forward and
But
gone
this
back.
is now almost 2 weeks.
Right. So, yeah, that's the sad thing.
It's
like
really
like
sad.
families are waiting just to get that horrible piece of information.
We'll pray for them. Hopefully they can find their family members and have some kind of peace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. The world is apocalyptic and the ocean was on fire.
The ocean was on fire. And you know what's really funny about this story? Explain it so I can explain the funny story.
Oh, geez. Okay. So there is a gas leak in an underwater pipe. All right. So the gas was bubbling up to the surface of the ocean. There was then a storm that had lightning. Because there is electrical currents still in the air, when the gas got to the surface of the water, it caused a reaction for this giant fire to start. Literally in the middle of the freaking ocean.
And where was this located?
Oh, it was west of the Mexican Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So it was in the Gulf.
Okay, so funny story about this. I didn't understand what was going, but a bunch of the cryptocurrency Twitter people had memed it.
Like video.
Yeah, and in the middle of all the fire, the circle of fire, they put a Bitcoin symbol.
You didn't even know what it was.
I didn't. I'm just like, oh, because it was on fire. Like,
Yeah.
Bitcoin was on fire. I thought that was hilarious.
That's so funny.
The news coming out, it's good to know
You're like, no, this is actually what happened.
what's actually happened. Yeah. Yeah.
I just think that's crazy. Like, what are the chances of that?
And what are the chances of lots of things?
That's true. Well, at least the good thing, they said there's no environmental damage and any of that stuff because it all got burnt up.
Yeah. How does water burn on fire?
That's how. That's just so funny. They have all these boats spraying water on water.
On water. Like, we're on short supply of water. What?
It's just so funny to think about.
Yeah.
In other news, a British billionaire launched himself into space.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Is his name Elon Musk?
No.
Oh, okay. Well.
He's South American.
Yeah.
He's another billionaire, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I always compare rich people and rockets to Elon Musk.
No, his name is Richard Branson.
Well, congratulations to you, sir.
Yes. Launched himself into space.
And he's British?
He is British.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So James Bond.
Oh my god.
Da-da-da-da.
He does not look like James Bond. He looks
Well,
like an old 70s rocker.
I could see someone in a tie adjusting, the bow tie and getting in a rocket and shooting himself into space. I think there was a James Bond space episode. Pretty sure.
I have no idea.
Or not episode, but movie.
Movie?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay. Well, his company's called the Virgin Galactic. Sounds pretty epic. And he's trying to jump into the sphere of space tourism.
Well, Galactic wasn't virgin when he was done with it.
Ew.
Just kidding. Had to throw another James Bond joke in there.
I don't get it.
James Bond with virgins and women?
Oh.
Okay. It didn't hit. It didn't land. It's fine. Another rocket joke.
Whoops. Would you go to space? For vacation?
For vacation? No.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Space tourism.
Wow. Well, I don't know if I'd go. I don't know. Maybe once technology's better and it's like a relatively common thing, but not now.
You're not going to be a first.
Not going to risk it for the biscuit.
But what if you can take Doge to the moon?
I don't care about that. Someone else take Doge to the moon so I can make money.
Yeah.
Sound good? Okay. A much bigger story here, probably of the month, is we can talk about the Cuban protests.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So everyone in Cuba is protesting. They're rioting because, communism sucks and it's not what it's all cracked up to be.
But that's not why they're protesting.
Oh, yeah. The Biden administration has told people that the Cubans are protesting due to a shortage of food and vaccines. So they're kind of trying to play off of COVID, which is total BS.
Yeah, they don't want to bring into light that socialism and communism are the reasons these people are protesting.
And the fact that we do business with communists.
Yeah. But here's the thing about Cubans. Here's a controversial statement probably. Cubans are more American than leftists in America.
Oh, I 100% agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were holding flags. Actually, we can just play the clip. So
yeah, we actually have a soundbite for you guys.
From the people.
Thousands taking to the street of Havana and at least 14 other cities in protest over the weekend, demanding an end to the 62-year dictatorship.
How patriotic. And they're not even from America.
No. Those are people who actually deserve to come to the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Give them green cards.
Cubans have a very not odd, but prevalent history of touting America, and praising America.
They've always been
they love America.
American, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of Cubans who have moved to the U.S., especially in Florida, they're all very right-leaning conservative because they see what happens when a country goes too left. And extremely grateful for the opportunities they have here.
Which is why Mr. Bernie and Joe Biden don't want to show you what happens,
Yeah, trying to cover it up, but you can't.
No, but that it's really cool. It's really cool to see other countries holding American flags and stuff too.
Yeah.
Especially since a bunch of our own citizens have been burning them lately.
Yeah, since people suck.
Yeah, since people suck. The ocean may be on fire, but cruise ships are running again.
Yes, they are.
They are.
They're back.
With stipulations.
Of course, with stipulations. So in order to go on a cruise right now from the U.S., you have to be 100% vaccinated, and you have to show proof of vaccination. But guess what's happening to the vaccinated guests?
What?
They're getting sick.
From what?
They're not feeling too well. A bunch of them are testing positive for the Delta COVID variant.
I shouldn't laugh. That's horrible. I'm not laughing because they're sick. I'm laughing because of the people who continuously push the whole vaccine thing and it's going to save you and we should be wearing masks nonstop, but apparently it doesn't matter again. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
None of these people have gotten super, super sick though. It's don't, kick me off the internet, but flu-like symptoms.
It's flu. It's, it's crazy. It's almost like influenza adapts every year too.
Oh my God. It's so weird. It's
Insane.
The same thing.
It's almost the same thing. It's I have flu-like symptoms. Yeah. Well, what are the COVID-like symptoms? Virtually everything. I'm shitting my pants. I do that every day. Do I have COVID? No.
We're now banned from YouTube.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that was all of a sudden not very funny.
I think it's very funny.
Yeah. So they're all getting sick, but the cruises are trekking along.
We can't get banned. We need way more. Way more viewership. We need a much larger audience base before we can get banned.
That's true. No lefties are scared of us yet.
That's true. Speaking of COVID,
yes.
no booster shots for the vaccine are necessary according to Biden, especially after 1 year.
Yeah.
Right?
He said you don't need to get a booster. No booster shots.
Wow. Then what's the point? Because I heard that they only last a good 3 months.
They do. Because my vaccine card tells me when my COVID vaccine expires and when I need to get a booster.
And when does it say that?
I think now, actually.
Yeah, see? But are you going to get a booster?
No, because President Biden tells me I don't need one.
Oh, well, okay then.
Even though, you get boosters for literally every other vaccine, And for, tetanus and all of that,
Tetanus
you
is
get
once every
boosters.
10 years, bro.
No, it's every 6. You wouldn't know. You haven't been to a doctor in 25 years.
Yeah, and I'm also, the most healthy person ever, even though I'm sick right now. Okay.
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 But yeah, they say that you don't need a booster, which seems very anti-science.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't trust these people, so...
No.
I don't. They flip and they flop on everything they say every couple of weeks, so... I don't know. It's almost like you should do what you feel best is for you, you know?
And what's best for your family.
What's best for your family, you decide.
Yeah.
And you're not a horrible person if you don't wear a mask outside, okay?
Yeah. Well, I just love how they say that they're going to go door to door to tell people to get vaccinated, but the vaccine's not going to be viable in 3 months from now. So what happens in 3 months? Do they not need any vaccine? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's very confuzzled.
None of it makes sense. Hey,
No.
did you see that funny choir, the choir thing do that vaccinated, that song?
Yes.
Vaccinated, or what was it? It was a whole bunch of gay dudes, wasn't it?
It was the San Francisco Gay Choir.
Yeah. It was vaccinated.
Vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, make an appointment. Vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Vaccinate, gets rid of COVID. Shut the arm, doesn't hurt at all. Gotta make time to go. Make sure, make it to the clinic. Now it's time to vaccinate and take back our world. Line up those eyes, 6 feet apart, and don't you worry. Don't stay at home, please wear a mask. We've got to hurry. Vaccinate, make an appointment.
Kind of catchy.
It was very catchy.
But I'm like, wow, you guys are all down the Communist Manifesto, aren't you? You guys are drinking that Kool-Aid real good.
Oh, well, they also have a song out saying that they're going to come get your kids.
They climbing in your windows, snatching your people up.
No, they have
Trying
a
to rape
song
'em?
saying that they're going to come get your kids to expose them to more gay people.
That's creepy.
And that you might not like our agenda, but kids need to know about LGBTQIA123, whatever.
Plus,
Plus.
elemental P. QRS.
No, it's true. It's true. Go on their YouTube and find it. They talk about snatching your kids.
People creep me out, man.
Yeah.
People creep me out.
That was way off topic.
It's okay. We actually have a really cool quote of Fauci telling children under the age of 12 that they should be wearing masks
Yeah.
because they can't get, the vaccines because they're not old enough.
Fauci's going to come get your kids.
Look, since we can't test this unproven drug on 12-year-olds and under, we need to force them into not breathing properly forever. I'm just kidding. Listen to the quote.
The Academy of Pediatric actually makes that recommendation that children should be wearing masks from 2 years old onward. That is, I would think, the extra step of caution.
And we're not done yet with vaccine talk.
Oh my gosh, no. all the vaccines. So a bunch of French citizens are PO'd at their president right now. He has told them, if you are a healthcare worker, you have to get a mandatory vaccine. Even though it's not federally approved and it's an experimental drug, you got to put it in your body.
You know, and here's the thing, like, I don't even think about the vaccine. The way I look at it is it's like the way I look at going to the doctor. Mm-hmm. For me, I feel fine. It's unnecessary going to that. I understand the whole checkup thing, and as you get older, you should check up. Like, I get that. But, like, this thing is relatively untested. I heard a lot of bad things about the vaccine.
Yeah.
Why am I doing something where if I get COVID, I know it's 99.999% I'm going to be completely fine, especially because my immune system is beast? Why would I subject myself to the possibility of something going wrong versus, like, COVID, which I deem as, like, nothing more than a small cold?
My issue with it is just taking away someone's right to choose.
Like forcing them, yeah.
You're taking away their liberty.
But you're taking away other people's liberties to be safe.
Oh my god. F off.
Well, here's the thing. They're not the ones subjecting you to it because you don't know if they have it or not. It's like it's no different than any other sickness that you'd pick up from any other place. You can't prove that someone is doing this to you, okay?
Well, if you have HIV in a lot of states in the US, you don't have to tell someone that you have it. That seems like something you'd probably have to like announce and like tell people.
Yeah. That's true.
That's going to hurt someone.
Well, because
kill
that's going to
someone.
kill them. Like, that is straight up, if you touch someone, you'll kill them. So, well, if they get it in their blood,
their blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you said touch.
Well,
like,
okay,
not
I meant
back to the 80s.
spit in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you swap fluids, you're going to kill them.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. That you got to tell someone, but. You know, you make your own risks. You choose to drive a car. You choose to go on a cruise in a fiery ocean. Yep. We all make decisions that affect our safety.
Righto. Right you are, Taylor.
Yes. Oh, right I am.
Okay, let's move on to the thunderstorm. More lightning news.
Oh my gosh. Lightning everywhere. I just told Cory about this story, and he was dying. So, in Toledo, Ohio, there's a George Floyd monument. Or George Floyd mural, sorry.
Okay.
There's a huge thunderstorm. Lightning struck the mural and destroyed the entire thing.
Amazing. It's so funny. It's almost like God is speaking, guys. It's like,
That's
hey,
exactly what I thought. I was like, ooh, God is not happy about people idolizing.
Let's be honest. Do you think George Floyd's in heaven or hell? Just saying. Just kidding. No, I bet you he wasn't a Christian. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think we do those kind of thing to women if we're Christians.
Well, that's true.
You know.
That's true.
That's coming from what I think.
But anyways, I find that hilarious.
It's so funny. It is so, so, so funny. I didn't believe it when I first saw that. And then I was reading. I'm like, oh my God, this is a real thing.
Yeah. Insane. We should not be celebrating George Floyd.
No.
Recognizing it was a horrible thing, not celebrating the man.
Exactly. Seeing where everyone can learn.
Speaking of more news, we have MLB is funding equity with $150 million.
$150 million?
Yep. Because they think that black people in Major League Baseball are underrepresented.
Okay.
Yeah. Like by demographic, you know? So we need to spend money on getting more of them.
So what are they doing with the $150 million?
I do not know. Like, hey, like more black people, if you become, a professional baseball player, we'll give you money. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing with it. I think it's going into advertising towards black people, maybe. I don't know. Maybe into their pay. So increased pay will incentivize black people to get into baseball.
That's so weird.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's almost like you should, if you're black and you like baseball, go play baseball. And if you don't.
What about Asians? Well, I feel like they're very underrepresented.
So here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing about the ethnic makeup of MLB players over time since 2015. Whites are 57.5% of baseball players. Okay. Hispanics are 31.9% of baseball players. Blacks are only 7.7%, and Asian and other are less than 3% of baseball players.
Asians don't even get their own category. It's Asian/other.
Yes, Asians don't even get their own category. So here's the thing. According to the demographics of the United States, white people are technically underrepresented in baseball.
Oh, that's true, because white people are like 60% of the population.
Yeah, technically. We're close, but technically we're underrepresented in baseball. You know who's overrepresented in baseball? Who's doing great?
Hispanics.
Hispanics are 31%,
So
32%.
what are you going to do? Be like, hey, Pedro, you're amazing, but we need to let a black guy come, like, take your spot? Like, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't know. Hispanics, even though they're about 18% of the United States, they are 32% of baseball players. Black people, 13% of the population in the United States. So they're slightly underrepresented, but it's not bad. And Asians are very underrepresented, having less than 3%, even though they're I think they're over they're like 10% or something of the United States, 15%, somewhere around there. So they're very underrepresented. But here's the thing, that's not the point. Why are you spending $150 million on black people for equity? Maybe they just don't want to play baseball. You ever think of that?
It's all just to look good.
Well, and here's the thing. White people are technically underrepresented too. But you don't care about that. You're not going to talk about that. And Asians are way underrepresented. You're not going to talk about that. No. So why are you just funding black equity in baseball?
To make it look good.
Right.
To appeal to the mob.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah. That's...
Oh my gosh.
I find that really interesting.
That is wild.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm sick of this crap.
Equity for Asians.
Especially since, they're the one bringing some good culture here, too. Their
Hard family culture is fantastic.
Well, I wouldn't say fantastic.
Okay, their family culture is very good. Is good.
Their disciplined work ethic culture is good.
Okay.
Their family culture could use some work.
Okay, thank you, Cory, for clarifying.
Their family culture is rough. The American family culture is very good. We're good. But yeah, let's move on. The U.S. pulls out of Afghanistan.
Yes. Biden has declared that it's over, that everyone is coming out. We're not leaving anyone behind. It sounds great in theory. In theory, it sounds amazing. Everyone's coming home. Woo! But there's going to be dire consequences for the people left behind. Dan Crenshaw, he is a congressman from Texas. He's an amazing podcast episode where he talks about this. But a lot of Afghanis worked for the U.S. government over, the past 20 plus years in Afghanistan. And not all of them are given green cards to come over here. They have to go through a really thorough process. They're stuck in Afghanistan for several years. And when the Taliban finds out that they worked for the U.S., they follow them, they target their families, they target them, and then they kill them.
Wow.
And we're leaving all those people left behind. We're not doing anything to help them out. All those Afghani translators, all those people who worked on our bases over there, they're basically as good as dead.
So, but what does the Biden administration think about that?
They didn't think about the consequences whatsoever.
They just did it off, because they think we should bring everyone home?
They did it because they think we should bring everyone home, and we've been over there too long. And Biden, he basically says that we shouldn't force democracy on Afghanistan.
What do you think about forcing democracy on other countries? Do you really think that we force it on other countries?
I think when people are getting killed and oppressed and girls aren't allowed to go to school, that we have an obligation to help those people out of humanitarian needs.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is rough. It's hard because, part of it, how do you fringe on other people's cultures, yet part of their culture is, brutally beating and women and things like that. Yeah,
when
it's
their
rough.
culture is
yeah,
abusing other people's human rights, that's where I think it's crossing the line.
That's well put. Well said. I agree with you there.
Thank you.
That's very
I'm
very
very
good.
smart sometimes.
Very good.
So,
okay.
yeah.
We have one more story. What is the story?
One final story. Cory doesn't know about it. I'm so excited. I just think this is the best and the funniest thing ever. So, in Minnesota, there is a lake, a local lake, that the government and the DNR and all these people have said, please do not release your pet goldfishes into the lakes of Minnesota.
Why?
Because the goldfish are overtaking the entire lake's population and destroying the lakes.
Oh my gosh.
And the goldfish are growing to huge sizes. Like, they're the size of, like, a trout.
No, really?
Yeah, they're, like, over 8 inches long and massive. They're huge. These are the biggest. These goldfish look like koi. That's how freaking big they are.
That's so funny.
And so people don't want to kill these goldfish. So what they do is they take them, they just dump them in the lake. Well, they have no natural predator. So they tear up all of, like, the bottoms of these lakes so other fish can't survive. They literally run the Minnesota lake world.
Oh, man.
Last year, they removed truckloads, 500,000 goldfish from the lakes.
Wow. I don't
Yeah.
even know what to say to that.
Isn't this so funny?
It's funny, but I feel like, man, and goldfish are creepy too. Like, imagine them at the size of a trout.
Like, imagine
Like,
you're
that
just
would creep me out.
swimming and you look down and it's this massive orange freaking goldfish that's just chilling by your foot.
Yeah.
Or you're fishing with your friends and you just catch a goldfish.
You're like, oh, I think it's a muskellunge.
It's
Nope.
so big.
It's a freaking goldfish, man. What
Yes.
is that? That
They,
is.
local officials and authorities have said, please surrender your goldfish to the proper authorities, as in a pet shop, and they will help you from there.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do not flush the goldfish. Do not dump them in a lake.
Yep. Yeah, they aren't Nemo. They're going to spread and kill everything they know.
Yep.
All right, that is it for July Monthly Scoop. Thank you so much for listening, guys.
Yes. Remember, we got bi-weekly show uploads every other Wednesday. Our next episode is going to be on August 4th already.
Yes.
Also, check out our affiliate link for Instacart. You can order your groceries for delivery through their app. They will text you if they're out of your product and offer suggestions. They will also not give you shitty produce, which other people do. I'm not going to say name.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the Strive Nation podcast with your hosts Cory, Estreen, and Taylor Huff.
Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Strive Nation Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Join us for our next episode in 2 weeks. And remember, when the world is upside down, Strive Nation is right side up for you guys. Have a good one.